Good afternoon. My name is Brad Harries, Bradherries. I'm a detective with the Austin Police Department Violent Crimes Unit. Today I want to provide an update on the current state of our search for Heidi Broussard and Margot Carey. I'll reiterate their descriptions. Heidi is a 33-year-old white female. She stands 5'3", 150 pounds. She has dark hair with highlights in it. And Margot is now a 3-week-old child. Her last doctor's appointment, she was 7 pounds, 7 ounces, and 22 inches long. Heidi and Margot were last seen on Thursday, December 12th, here in Austin, Texas. It's believed that Heidi and Margot's last known location was at their apartment complex in the area of William Cannon and South First, and we believe them to be there sometime the morning of that Thursday, December 12th. Heidi and Margot were reported missing to us, to the Austin Police Department, at approximately 7:30 that night on Thursday. Patrol went to the scene, conducted an initial investigation, and contacted detectives with the Austin Police Department. Since that moment, we've been working this case continually. We have asked for the help of the FBI. The FBI is sending in the CARD team, that's the Child Abduction Response Deployment Team, here to Austin to assist with this investigation and with this search for Heidi and for Margot. Throughout this investigation, we've had the assistance of a number of units, both locally, statewide, and nationally, including the Austin Police Department Missing Persons Unit, the Austin Police Department Special Investigations Unit, the Texas Department of Public Safety, the Texas Rangers, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Travis County Search and Rescue Team, as well as the Texas Parks and Wildlife. Those units have continued to support us and continue to support us as we move on with this investigation and our search for Heidi and Margot. I want to thank the community for tips that we've received in this case. We've received numerous tips from all different mediums and all different sources. We ask that those tips that are made be reported to the Austin Police Department. We've seen a lot of tips that are posted online, and with those tips, we may not find them. We're aware of a lot of Facebook pages, a lot of online channels where people are posting comments that may be relevant to our investigation. We ask that you also share those with the Austin Police Department. Our resources, we're doing our best to keep up with the number of posts, a number of tips that are being posted online, but we ask that you contact us, the Austin Police Department, at area code 512-974-5250 with any tips. If you see Heidi or Margot, please contact the Austin Police Department or your local law enforcement agency if you see them out and about. We continue to search. We've been working continually since Thursday night to try and find Heidi and Margot.
Detective, can we ask some questions here? Given where you are right now with the investigation, is Shane Carey a person of interest?
So we have an ongoing current investigation. I'm not ready to get into anyone that we have as persons of interest. To be perfectly honest with you, this case is unique in that we don't have a person of interest right now. We're exploring every avenue that we have and every possibility. And to be perfectly honest, anything is possible at this point. And we're working down every angle to try and exclude possibilities and narrow that down to locate Margot and Heidi. And that's why we need the public's help. And if you see Margot or Heidi or have any information about their whereabouts, please contact the Austin Police Department.
And Detective, do you think that they have, that Heidi left on her own?
It's possible that Heidi and Margot have left on their own accord. It's also possible that there may be something nefarious or foul play involved. And to be honest, we don't know the answer to that question. And that's what we're continuing to work on as we speak right now.
The possibility that Heidi could have left on her own would be why child abduction response teams would be involved, if that.
The introduction of the FBI to the investigation is to help us, and the acronyms and titles that they use for specialized units are not an implication of the direction or thoughts of this investigation. We're asking for any help that we can get, and the FBI is being very gracious in helping us out with that specialized unit.
You named several agencies that are helping with these search efforts, but there hasn't been a visual boots on the ground that we've been able to see. Is there a certain area that you guys are looking into? Is there not an area? I guess where are those boots on the ground efforts to find her happening?
So ever since Thursday night, there have been officers on scene at their last known locations, at areas that would make sense for them to have been at doing video canvases, knocking on doors, talking to neighbors, and doing anything we can do to try and find the current state, current position, or current location of Heidi and Margot.
Can you tell us what she was doing on Thursday? Can you walk us through her day and where she was coming back from when she got to her apartment, where she was last seen?
So it was released earlier on. She was dropping a child off at a school here in Austin, and then returns to the apartment. And that's where our investigation begins, is at the time she returned to the apartment.
And it's been 5 days now. Are you any closer to finding out what happened to her or finding their location? And what, if anything, have you been able to do to push the needle forward? Have you recovered any new video that may be out there?
So we haven't released, and to be honest with you, it's an ongoing investigation. We will not release all the information on what we're doing right now, but I can assure you that continual investigations, whether that be video canvas, speaking to neighbors, family, friends, coworkers, past coworkers, anything along those lines, as well as forensic searches of their digital footprint and any electronic devices, are all being continually evaluated and investigated by us.
What can you share about any previous calls or disturbances at Heidi's apartment?
So the previous calls and investigations, those are something I would defer, but those are part of the ongoing investigation.
You say that you're still searching for her. You still assume that she is alive at this point with the baby as well?
At this time, we have no reason to believe that that Margot nor Heidi are harmed. We are still looking for them in a search and recovery manner, with them being alive. Our assumption is that they're alive, and the sooner that we can find them, the better. That's why, again, we ask for the community's assistance, for the public's assistance. And if you see either of them or have any information related to Margot or Heidi and their whereabouts or the circumstances surrounding their past 5 days, we ask that you contact the Austin Police Department.
Detective, can you please
reaching out
confirm,
to-
can you please confirm whether there have or have not actually been any domestic incidents reported at that address?
I can't go into the details of that. That's part of the ongoing investigation.
Are you reaching out to or trying to work with any out-of-state law enforcement agencies at all, thinking they may have crossed state lines?
Louisiana, we know that most of her family is in Louisiana. Are we looking into if she possibly went back home to Louisiana in lieu of this?
So our partners with the Department of Public Safety are helping out, helping out reach out to those other states and those other law enforcement agencies to conduct those investigations that are frankly outside of our jurisdiction, and we are continuing to work on those angles.
We've heard a lot of questions about why there was not an Amber Alert issued when she went missing and when Margot went missing. How come there wasn't?
So an Amber Alert carries with it a very specific set of circumstances, and the circumstances surrounding this offense, this call for service don't match that Amber Alert. I would defer you to DPS for their criteria specifically for the Amber Alert. I can tell you that it didn't match that.
Detective, you mentioned the fact that you had moved up the time now from 7:50 in the morning at the school to sometime in the morning that mother and child were seen at their apartment complex. Was that due to surveillance video that was on scene then?
So that's just part of our ongoing investigation. We have reason to believe that both of them were back at the apartment complex after being at the school.
And there had been some suggestion that her keys and her purse were found either in her car or in the apartment. Where were her items of personal property found?
So that's part of the scene that we're processing and continuing to process as we speak. And those questions I'm gonna say are part of the ongoing investigation as we
What
continue.
have you been able to nail down about where Shane was on Thursday throughout the day, and at what point he got home and all of that?
The timeline of all people surrounding Heidi and Margot, whether it be family members and friends or things that we've been investigating and speaking to them about. And that's part of the ongoing investigation into this case.
Thank you.